Hi everyone, and how are you doing today? So today I have Abiola here. She was once a student of the YETROSELANE Fashion Academy, and I brought her here because she's doing fantastic. Like, Abiola really surprised me. She surprised me. Abiola, so let me just allow her talk before I just start talking. So Abiola, I would like to meet you. What's your name, your full name, your brand name, and when did you start?
My name is Abiola Iwiwu, and my brand name is Outfits by Rona. Yeah. Rona being my first daughter's name is Sharon.
Oh, okay.
My name is Abiola, so
Rona.
Rona. Yeah,
Wow.
that's where the name came from.
Like YETROSELANE, Yetune Rosemary in the fashion lane.
So
You just give
by
your
Rona.
idea. Yeah. So when did you join the academy?
Sometime in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2019 before
I
Corona.
Yeah, 2019. I think it was in June, July.
Yeah,
June,
thereabouts.
July, yes.
Thereabouts. Now, guys, you know what really caught me about Abiola and why I decided to bring her on the hot seat today? Abiola works 9 to 5. She's a mother of 3. Like, how is she able to do it? And she's running a fashion business. And guess what? When she came to meet me, I can remember her saying, "Yetune, please, I'm on leave." She used her leave, her 1 month leave, and came. So I just felt like, no, these are the kind of people I actually want in my academy, people that are really ready. And she's here now. She now runs a fashion outfit. She's making all the mala. Yes, she's doing fantastic. She even joined the inner circle, you know. So, but let me just allow her talk. Yeah, so how was it? I mean, you deciding to, what made you decide that you wanted to do this?
I think it all started in the office. I was going on leave. I think it was a 3 weeks leave or a 20-day leave. I can't remember very well. And I was speaking with one of my colleagues and I was like, what am I going to do? I don't just want to stay at home. Because usually my leave is always for something, maybe vacation or something. But this particular year, 2019, I didn't have anything I really planned to use the leave for. So I was not like, maybe I should go and learn how to sew. And that was it. I think 24 hours later, I think I looked for YETROSELANE Fashion Academy. I sent a DM.
Yeah.
I didn't get a response.
Okay.
I was like, these people they are slowing. And I said, okay. The next morning, I came down here. Then I made my inquiries. They said they were going to start in September. I said no, that I'm on leave. And I have some few weeks that is there a way I can start? So eventually she now said, okay, you can start ahead of others. So that was how I started.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
I think I now did the first 3 weeks. I now resumed work. I went back to work because the first 3 weeks I was coming during the weekdays. So some days I will come as in nobody.
Yeah.
She will say, okay, don't worry, so person is going to take you.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what happened. I just wanted to achieve something.
Yeah.
Those few days I had, yeah. So that was how I started. And when I now resumed work, I now switched over to weekends. It was hell because I still had my baby was barely 1 year old, if I remember correctly. So it was really difficult because I'll have to leave him at home on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I'll come here and spend almost all day here.
Yes.
It was very, very tough, but
She was able to.
Yes. I was able to.
You can hear that. Like, if you want something, you have to go for it. You have to sacrifice a whole lot. As in having a 1 year old in the house.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no joke, and she works 9 to 5. So Abiola, let me ask you, did you have any idea about fashion? Like, any single idea about fashion? Did you know how to sew, ride the machine, or even cut?
No, I didn't. I just knew that I like wearing fine dresses. I like wearing fine clothes. I didn't have any idea how to sew. Aside needlework,
Yeah.
no other idea, no other.
And that is true, because I can remember when she came, actually, I was like, do you have any? And I said no, she had no idea. And that's it for me. I actually prefer when people come and they have no idea, you know, because it shows the level of work we are going to do. And I like the fact that, okay, they're able to make something, they're able to start their business after the training. So, yeah, so Abiola, you did the program. She started with weekdays, like she said, and then switched to weekends. So yes, we have the weekday classes and the weekend classes. So when she resumed work, she had to now switch over to weekends. She was always coming Saturday. So, but what did you do differently, considering the fact that you had other people in the class And you know, of course, different people with their different ways of assimilating, different people with their pace, and most importantly, you know, we all come for different reasons, and that's why at the YETROSELANE Fashion Academy, I always talk about why, in the business side of fashion, which I teach, I always talk about you need to understand why you're doing what you're doing at every point in time. What do you hope to achieve? Sincerely, when Abiola came, I just thought she just wanted to do it as a hobby, you know. I never knew. Like, I never knew. I'm not judging.
I didn't know myself. Really. That was
Tell me about it. So what now changed? What changed?
That was not the plan. I just, you know, after the basic, during that basic class, I noticed that this is getting interesting. I had some issues. I was not the best. I wouldn't say I was the best in class. I was not the best in class, but you know, we all have different things we want to pick.
Yes.
Yeah, when you come for some people will say you go for trainings. I was reading on a particular Facebook group yesterday, and the person was saying she wanted to learn how to sew, and they told her 2 years, and for like how many weeks or how many months she was still arranging stones.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, that she got fed up and left. So in my mind, I'm like, who has that kind of time these days? I have 3 kids already, so I'll now come and spend another 2 years of my life learning how to sew. If it was that difficult, probably I would have dropped out. You get, but I think after 3 months of the basic, I was able to make a dress. I was able to make skirts. I was able to make dresses, skirts, tops for myself, and I'm like, wow.
I remember.
Yes, I remember. So that was when it got interesting. I'm like, oh wow, so I can actually do this. And at the time, I didn't know that I was going to, even in the office, somebody was asking me like, so are you not going to start using this as a business? I'm like, I don't even know, you know. It was not like I had a plan. I did not, but I just wanted to what's it called? I just wanted to get this skill, acquire this skill, and see how it goes from there. And look at where I am today. So I would say I got what I came for. It was not as easy as I was thinking it was going to be, but I remember when my younger sister was telling me, Auntie Bella, you want to learn how to sew. There are a lot of calculations. I'm like, what calculations are you people doing? What calculation? But eventually, when I got to, especially the pattern drafting class, oh God, that was where I'm like, God, what is
Can I do this?
I don't even understand. For the first class, pattern drafting, probably the second class, it was like, what is this lady talking about? You know, but after some time, everything started adding up, and I got what I came for.
Okay. So you heard that from Abiola. She got what she came for. But believe me, it's not that easy, because I mean, a lot of people would come in. Like, a lady came to get her certificate just yesterday, and she was quite good. I mean, she would submit assignments, you know, do her work. And I was like, oh babe, so what's up? What next? She was like, for now, she wants to just work, because I think she just finished service. She wants to just work, you know. So that brings me to tell all of us that we come for different reasons, okay? And when you go for trainings, you need to understand why you're doing what you're doing. Along the line, be open-minded, because you never can tell what will come out of it. Just like Abiola said, she never planned to even start a business, and right now our business is booming. So yes, you know, for you to learn for those couple of months, I'm sure there are some, it's not everything you'll be taught in class, and that's the honest truth. But I believe that once you understand the basic of anything, I mean, you can make it a straight dress, then any other style, A-line dress, any other style is not a big deal anymore, as long as you just can think and be very creative. And I guess the fashion illustration class also really helped in the creative side as well, you know. So for styles that, you know, now you run the business, like I remember sometimes you just send me a tell us about that. When you get styles that,
you know, some styles are complicated, I'm unable to interpret them. I'll send a message to her and I'm like, so person gave me so thing. How do you think I'm supposed to do it? Please, can you interpret this style? Is it a blah 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 blah, or is it, did they join it? So you know, I get confused at times too, and I don't know it all, even up till now. Not like I know it all, but I'm always open to more development. I watch a lot of videos. I watch a lot of, as long as I have the time, I watch a lot of videos, you know. And one thing that has helped me is, since I learned how to sew, I have a lot of dresses. Let me say designer dresses.
You
know, but
ready-made. Yeah, what they call it.
My husband, you know, when he travels, you know, he buys this, buys the brand. So when I start making dress for myself, I notice that it usually gives me joy when I wear what I made for myself. Yeah. So all those ones I just pack them one side. Most of the times I just wear my own design.
Like this is very beautiful. I feel like you made this for me. I love it. I'm serious. If you want to give you fabric, I'll give you fabric. You make this for me.
I just like wearing it. I'm like, oh wow, I made it. I'm like, oh wow, you made it. And my hand just felt like, yes, I did.
That's
so you know,
joy.
So it made me so proud that like you were able to achieve this. You work, you take care of children, and you still try to run this business. You understand?
You have tailors, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
so sometimes I get overwhelmed. So I have to ask for help. I get someone to help me. But sometimes when I know that I can do it myself, I still do it myself. Yeah. So that's
you know. So this brings me to the business side of fashion, which I always preach. You know, I've had so many students, so I can tell. I know each person. I've heard stories. I've seen their lifestyle. I've seen the way they work. But what stands the people that are currently doing it out is the fact that they made more effort in building themselves up. You know, it's not about knowing how to cut and sew. It's about also learning the business side of fashion. Abiola enrolled for Inner Circle, and I encouraged her to do that. That's my mentorship, Inner Circle. And I had a reason for doing that because I could see she's got the potential. She wants to run the business. But without the knowledge, I mean, why would you want to just keep doing trial and error when you can learn from somebody's experience? Like, this is my 13th year doing this business. So, you know, like she came today. Oh, Yetune, I love your blings. Can you do it for me? Like, you're the one that does it by yourself, so you rule or what? How do you do it? Explain to me.
I shall find it.
She will just find him. I said, no, Abiola, that's not a good use of your time. You delegate, you outsource that, you know. You can always, you know, so those are the things you learn as a business person. But you want to be the one to cut. She works 9 to 5. She's not the one doing everything. She can only cut her patterns. If you want to grow in your business, you have to learn the business side. You have to learn how to make things work, whether you're around or not. And Abiola was able to do that. And there are a couple of other trainings I told you about on Instagram. You know, take this, you know, take that, and that's what stands out. You need to check out her page, Outfit by Runner. Like, I always have to tell people, you know what, just check her out. She had no idea about the fashion business, you know, and and now she's doing fine.
I wasn't a business person.
Abiola, I mean, Abiola is now posing for pictures, videos.
No, that's the most difficult part.
But you know what? She just has to.
That's the most difficult part.
But you have
post
to.
Pictures.
So why do you do it?
Because I have
to do the business.
I don't have an option.
But you know, another thing, and that's what makes YETROSELANE different from every other academy, because we don't, once you allow us, because it's not everybody that will allow this, and I tell people, you have access to me. Once you've learned and you want to move on, we are here. I'm here to support. I love when you're hardworking. I love when you show me that yes, you have that passion, as long as you allow me, you know, and that's what makes you different. Like, I still take courses. I still just paid for another course 2 days ago. I paid for a course, you know. I've even taken that course before, but I saw someone that teaches it better and I paid for it. You have to keep paying for knowledge, you know. So bringing me back to you might say, oh, maybe she has the funds to start up, she has this, she has that. Abiola, I don't want to use my mouth to say it. Please, can you tell us, what do you do now? How do you know? You have a big factory, Abi?
No.
Your husband bought you a big space?
I just have a machine. I have a sewing machine.
Okay.
I have a
weaving,
overlocking machine.
Okay, yeah.
I have a stoning machine, and I didn't buy all of them at once. But I bought sewing machine because I needed that. That was the first thing. Then as time went on, I noticed that I can't be running here. I want to go and stone. I'll go to some place. No. I want to overlock. I'll go to some place. No. So as the need arose, I bought. So I was like, not like I still run it from my home.
Thank you. Did you hear that? She does it from my house. And she's doing well. Like, she's doing well. And she just started. Despite Corona, even during Corona.
So it's even that Corona, that lockdown period, that was when it peaked. Because I now had time to practice a lot of things I learned. I would say that was when I really started. So when I started the page, like when I started that page, I did not start it as a ready-to-wear brand.
Okay.
You know, I just said, let me open a page where I can just be dropping my designs, and I'm like, if I want to tell someone,
you just say, go there.
Please go and check the things I've done, and you know, things happen for good. Yeah. So, but as time went on, I'm not like, you make this, and someone will say, this is beautiful. Can you make for me? So that was how it all started. Yeah. So I now started making for people, mostly colleagues. Then I have. In fact, I have this client that has recommended me to people, and she's not even in Nigeria.
Wow.
You know, ship to someone in the US, that's a win for me. Ship to someone in the UK, that's a win for me. You know, so that has really encouraged me. That means there's something I'm doing right.
How did you meet that person? Was it on Instagram or through? Instagram. Now, Abiola, I'm sure you're not prepared for this, but I can remember the day you told me that I've not made one sale on Instagram. What did I tell you? And that's the thing, you have to come close, and that's what the Academy, YETROSELANE Fashion Academy is about. You know, in a class of 20, of course, you don't expect, everybody won't be ready. Like I said, it depends on your mindset, why you're doing what you're doing. Like someone just enrolled for the batch starting in March, and she was like, she just wants to sew for herself. But believe me, I know that once she steps in, and she sees me.
You can't just learn it and say you want to sew.
That's what she wants.
You see people.
Exactly.
People will see what you're wearing and they'll say,
I look at that and you move.
I want this, I want that.
Exactly.
So it all depends on you.
There is nobody that will know how I started. It started off as a passion. I just wanted to sew for myself just like you. But now getting paid for what I love to do. Was now the oh god, like I was like I get paid for just enjoying myself.
So I can actually make money from this.
Yeah.
So I was just in one of our classmates.
Okay.
We finished together. So she was like, you did this, the job is so neat. I said, yes, I did it. I was one that made it. She was like, the job is so neat. Say, what would she even say? I was like, I need to make the money I pay for my fashion.
Yes, so you that people make money. What are you saying? How much did you pay?
I have to make that money back. I have to. So we just said and laughed about it. Yeah, but it's all worth it in the end. It's all worth it. It's not like Rome was built in a day, but I think it's one step at a time. You get one day. I just take it one day
at a time.
One day at a time. If you give me something and I'm not able to do it, I'll tell you, see, this one's going to take so time, you know. And if I have to ask for help,
she does that a lot, and it helps.
So I have learned a lot too from the what's it called?
Inner circle.
Inner circle. So people come there to vent, people come there to talk about their issues, people come there to talk about the challenges they're facing. So sometimes, most times I don't even talk. What me I'm just speaking. I'm picking my lessons from whatever it is you're saying. You get, you know. So you tell me this is the kind of tailor you should employ.
Exactly, the levels.
You
all those things.
So now I know that I don't just have to employ a tailor. And the tailor will just sit down. And
you know what to do at every. That's the business side.
So that's just it.
That's the business side.
So that's one of the reasons I don't really have a dedicated, like, let me say, a tailor that works with me 24/7 at the moment, because right now
it's a strategy. Remember our course, we took one course and I had to tell them that, see, there are different levels. You can actually run the business without having in-house tailors. You know, these are the things we share. But if you don't come close, if you don't pay for it, if you don't move in, if you don't look for the knowledge, you will not. Like, I remember when she came to me that, or when she just mentioned it, that I've not sold on Instagram, and I told her, I said, Abiola.
Yes, I've sold on Instagram now.
Plenty. I told Abiola, when you take another, your office, start from your office, maybe they always order. She said there was a time she made one shirt dress, our colleagues ordered. I said, yes, you have to gist us. You will tell us, see what I want today. In the afternoon, you say, can you imagine?
And I dropped one, let me say, few days ago. And like now I've gotten like 7.
See, 7 orders. You know, I have to tell her. I said, you know what?
I can't even keep up.
Do you get? She's not overwhelmed. She's even thinking, I think I'll just quit my job. I said, you know what? Relax. Don't worry. With time, you know when it is time to just quit that job. And you know, I told her something. I said, as they are paying you, if possible, screen grab. Oh, I just got payment. When you are sewing it, show us. Oh, I'm cutting. Remember that order to tell us a story. When you are delivering, show us the carrier bag. Show us when the customer wears the clothes. Snap them, make video, post, and it has really helped. You know, so these are the things you learn from the academy. So for people that want to join the YETROSELANE Fashion Academy, what is that one thing or maybe two things you like to tell them?
Okay, I'll just say come with an open mind. You
Yeah.
can do it. If I was able to do it, managing this with my job, with
Yeah.
my family, and trying to strike a balance, I would say that just come with an open mind. It's something that you can do, and I think it's the determination.
Yes.
Because there's something I have told myself. I'm not a child,
Yeah.
and I would not learn something at this stage and learn it to go and fail. I
Yes.
don't want to fail. So I have told myself that I am not going to fail.
Yeah.
So I have determined that whatever is going to take, I'm going to give it.
Good.
You
Yeah.
get. So as you're coming, come with an open mind and
Yes.
be determined.
To do it.
Just know in your mind what exactly you want to get from it. If you want
And
to
get
make it
it.
a business.
And get it.
So you get
And
it.
get it.
That's just it.
Yes.
And you have to be consistent.
Yes.
Do assignments.
Assignment is very key. Like if you don't.
Sometimes if you don't do it, you might forget before you come for the next class.
Yeah.
Yeah. So doing your assignment makes you assimilate more.
Yeah.
So put in extra effort. That's just it.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, Abiola. I wish I could just go on and 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 on, you know. But I must say this, Abiola. I don't know if I've told you before. I'm not sure if I've said it before, but I'm very, very proud of you. I love the fact that, you know, we just gave you little, just a drop, and you're able to make good use of it. I mean, it gives me joy when I say I have a couple of other people, and you know, she is the first I'm bringing on this show. You know, yes, you're the first. It's not a show. Like I just turned it to a show right now. You know, I'm going to bring more people so you can know that you can do it once you are determined to do it. She had no idea, and now she runs a fashion business. She works 9 to 5, and she's a family person. Like she's a family person, mother of 3. I mean, it takes a whole lot. It takes a whole lot, you know. So thank you so much for your time. We love and appreciate you, and we hope to see more of the good works by the special grace of God.
Yeah, you get to
Thank
see
you
more.
so much. Yes, yes, yes. And don't forget my dress. My dress. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah, thank you guys. Bye.